Good morning, class. My name is Mr. Villareal, and today our lesson's on set notations and elements. So let's start by exploring this topic by connecting it to our daily activities. For example, what are sets of items that we use in our math classroom? What is included in that set? Can anybody give me examples? Okay, a pencil, paper, a calculator, what else? A journal, a ruler. Can anyone else give me another example?
Math book.
A math book. Correct. Great. Good answer. Who wants to give me another description of anything which is related with a set? A set of even numbers. Okay. What kind of even numbers? Even numbers less than 10. Can anybody tell me what those are?
2, 4, 6, 8.
Good job, Sally. You're correct. 2, 4, 6, and 8 are elements in that set of even numbers less than 10. Good job. Any questions so far? Okay, now we're going to get out our math journals, and we're going to go over some definitions on the board that I want you to write in your journals that you can use for this topic later on. So go ahead and get your math journals out. Okay, everybody should have their math journals, and we're going to go over some of these definitions. The first one we're going to go over is a set. What is a set? A set is a well-defined collection of distinct objects. Very important, distinct objects. That means those elements belong in that set. Number 2, a symbol for a set. We use braces to indicate a set. So we use braces with an element that's separated by the comma. So whatever elements are in those braces, we're going to put commas between those, and that's going to be the set inside the braces. Element of a set. An individual distinct object in a given set is called an element of a set. So whatever's in those braces, those are elements of that particular set. Symbol of an element of a set. We use this small e. It's kind of wrinkly, which means is an element of that set. And we also have a non-element of a set. This is any object that does not belong. Keyword, does not belong to that collection of distinct objects. So you have your elements of, and then you have your non-elements. And that also has a symbol. The symbol of a non-element is that same E with the slash in it. And that means is not an element of. So we're going to have two symbols we're going to be using. And the last thing, we're going to denote sets using capital letters. So when we're writing sets, we're going to use capital letters when identifying sets and its elements. So make sure we have all that written down, and then we're going to go over some examples of these different kinds of sets. And all these anchor charts are going to be in the walls if you need to finish writing them later, or you just want to refer back to them. They'll be all over. So let's go over some examples of different sets. Let's denote R as being a set of all vowels in the English alphabet. So we're going to use braces. I'm going to put A, comma, A-E, comma, I, O, U, and then the braces. And just to remember, the capital letter denotes the set. Okay? And then the braces indicate the set. And then inside the braces are the elements. Of the set. So remember, we're denoting the set R as being all the vowels in the English alphabet. Sometimes, and then we can also dictate a point or object or number belonging to that set by using the element, the symbol for the element of a set. So we can take the O as an element of the R set. So make sure we have all this written down. Let's try another example. Okay, let's denote the letter G as being all whole numbers less than 10. So those are going to be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And we close our braces. So that's telling us that all these numbers in the set of G are whole numbers less than 10. And once again, the G denotes the set, the braces indicate the set, and inside are the elements. Make sure we get all that copied down, please. I'll give you a few minutes. Okay, now let's talk about some non-element. Remember we talked about non-elements. Non-elements are any object that does not belong to the collection of distinct objects. Those are called non-elements. So we're just going to stay with this set of G. So we have all these numbers less than 10 are in this set. So if I wanted to put 16, can 16 be part of this set? Anybody?
No.
Correct. No. Why? Because 16 is greater than 10. So it cannot be part of the whole numbers from less than 10. So we're gonna note that using the symbol for the non-element. So we can say 16 is not an element of G. It's a non-element. It doesn't belong to that one. I'll give you a minute to finish that up. Now we're going to take a few minutes on your whiteboards, and you're going to come up with three forms of sets of distinct objects, and make sure we're denoting the set with a capital letter. So I'm going to give you a few minutes to do that. And make sure we put the braces and that the elements are divided by commas when you write those up. So I'm going to walk around and I'm going to check on, see what you're doing. Good job. Okay, good job. Now, using those same sets, I want you to give some examples of non-elements of those sets. Non-elements. And remember, we're gonna note that as using the small e with a slash in it. So remember, a non-element is going to be any element that does not belong in that set. Okay, let's go over our answers. Okay, next I'm going to pass out some exercises, and we're going to get into our groups, and we're going to work together on your whiteboards, and we're going to work some more on sets. And also remember that we're denoting with capital letters. We're going to denote the set. And then the braces, that's going to identify the set, and then inside are the elements. Okay, class, so today, time's about up, so today we learned about set notations and elements.